Good morning. My name is Angela Allen. I'm the Chief of Police for Cleveland ISD Police Department. First of all, I'd like to welcome you to the CISD family. And as family, it is important for us all to work together to keep one another safe. Safety is not just the job of one person, it involves us all. I'd like to start with your IDs. IDs are to be worn at all times. It is very important that you wear your ID so that you can be positively identified as a person who belongs on campus. Your ID will have your picture, name, job title, and campus assignment. If at any time one of these changes, you need to let us know ASAP. As a full-time staff member, your ID will give you access to your campus and allow you to open authorized access doors. If you lose your ID, we need to know immediately so that we can turn that particular ID off and reissue you an ID. If your ID gets into the hands of another, it will give them the same access that you have. As a part-time staff member, substitute, your ID will have the same information. However, your ID will not give you door access. When you check into your assigned campus, the secretary will issue you a door access card that will be taken up at the end of the day. Just like full-time staff, if at any time you lose this access card, you need to let the campus administrator know ASAP. Next, I'd like to talk to you about doors. It's the state law that all external doors stay locked at all times. It is the district's practice that any time a student is present in an office or classroom, the door must be closed and locked. Do not ever prop a door open, and do not ever give a student or other unauthorized person your access card or your key. These two infractions may get you a write-up. And finally, I'd like to take time to address drills. All drills should be taken seriously, both by staff members and students. We use the I Love You Guys standard response protocol, and the drills are as follows. First, we have what we call a hold. A hold is in your room or area, and you clear the hallways. So students are trained to clear the hallways and remain in your room or area until an all clear is announced. Business as usual, just no movement. Adults and staff are trained to recover people from the hallways or other areas, close and lock the door, account for students and adults, and do business as usual. The next is a secure. A secure means that you will get inside, lock outside doors. Students are trained to return to the inside of the building, do business as usual. Adults and staff are trained to recover students and staff from outside the building, lock all outside doors, increase situational awareness, account for students and adults, and do business as usual. A lockdown. This is the drill that most people are familiar with. A lockdown is where you lock the doors, turn out the lights, and get out of sight. Students are trained to move away from the line of sight. They are trained to maintain silence and never to open the door. Adults and staff are trained to recover students from hallway if it is safe to do so. They should lock their classroom door, turn out the lights, move away from sight, maintain silence, and do not open the door for anyone. Prepare to evade or defend if necessary. Evacuate. So it's evacuation from the building to a location. Students are trained to leave stuff behind. If possible, bring their phone, form a single file line, and walk out of the building to the designated areas. Adults and staff are trained to grab roll sheets if possible, take go bags, unless instructed not to take anything with them. This is dependent on the reason for the evacuation. Lead students to evacuation locations, take roll, account for students, report injuries or problems. Shelter is for hazards using a safety strategy. Hazards may include a tornado, hazmat, earthquake, tsunami. Safety strategies might include to evacuate to a shelter area, seal a room, drop cover and hold, get to higher ground. Students are trained in appropriate hazards and safety strategies. Adults and staff are trained in appropriate hazard and safety strategies. You need to take roll, account for your students, report injuries or any other problems to first responders. Next, I would like to say, if you see something, say something. If you're in the hallway and you see someone walking down the hallway without an ID or visitor's tag, first ask them to produce one of these items, and then if they cannot, you walk them to the office. Do not tell them or direct them to go to the office. You must walk them to the office. I don't care who they are, they're required to wear an ID. If you see something suspicious, report it. No matter how insignificant it may seem, everything that is suspicious needs to be reported. So once again, I'd like to welcome you to the district, welcome you to the family, and ask that you would help us to keep our schools and our staff and students as safe as possible. Thank you.